The real problem isn't the defect, it's weak corrective action management. In this masterclass, you'll learn how to manage supplier corrective action requests professionally, from containment to verified closure. Let's begin. SCAR stands for Supplier Corrective Action Request. It is a formal process used to require a supplier to investigate a problem, identify the true root cause, and implement actions that prevent it from happening again. A SCAR is not a complaint, it is not a quick fix, and it is not about blame. It is a structured tool to protect quality, reduce risk, and improve supplier performance. When significant issues occur, such as repeated defects, audit findings, or customer complaints, a SCAR ensures the problem is addressed systematically. In simple terms, contain the issue, identify the root cause, implement corrective action, verify effectiveness. That is the foundation of professional corrective action management. A SCAR should not be issued for every minor issue. It is a structured tool, and it should be used when the level of risk or impact justifies formal corrective action. You should consider issuing a SCAR when repeated defects occur, a major non-conformity impacts the customer, an audit reveals a serious gap in the supplier's system, performance indicators such as PPM or on-time delivery deteriorate, or when there is a safety or compliance risk. The key question is simple. Is this issue isolated, or does it indicate a systemic problem? If the root cause could reoccur and impact quality, delivery, or safety, a SCAR is justified. Used correctly, a SCAR protects your organization and drives structured supplier improvement. A professional SCAR follows a structured life cycle. Without structure, corrective actions become reactive, inconsistent, and difficult to verify. A typical SCAR process includes 7 key phases. Detection is the trigger. The issue may be identified through incoming inspection detecting dimensional deviation, a customer complaint about defective parts, an internal audit revealing a missing control step, performance monitoring showing rising PPM, late deliveries affecting production schedules. For example, if 5% of a batch is defective, the supplier may quarantine all stock and perform controlled sorting before any release. Containment is temporary. It buys time for investigation. Containment protects the customer. Immediate actions are taken to prevent further impact. This may include stopping ongoing shipments, blocking suspect stock in the warehouse, sorting parts to separate good from defective, launching 100% inspection, informing affected customers. For example, if 5% of a batch is defective, the supplier may quarantine all stock and perform controlled sorting before any release. Containment is temporary. It buys time for investigation. This is the investigative phase. The supplier must identify the systemic cause, not just the symptom. Examples include tool wear not properly monitored, incorrect machine setup parameters, operator not trained on updated work instructions, supplier material variation outside specification, missing control in the process, FMEA. If scratches occur, the true root cause might be an improper packaging method, not operator handling. Root cause analysis separates assumptions from facts. Once the root cause is validated, concrete actions are defined. Corrective actions may include updating work instructions, implementing poker yoke devices, introducing preventive maintenance schedules, adjusting process parameters, updating supplier material specifications. The key here is specificity. A weak corrective action says, operator retrain. A strong corrective action clearly defines what changed, how it is controlled, and how recurrence is prevented. The corrective actions are executed. Examples include activating new inspection checkpoints, implementing a tool replacement schedule, redesigning packaging methods, adjusting ERP parameters, completing and documenting training. Implementation must have ownership and a defined deadline. Without execution discipline, corrective action remains theoretical. This phase validates effectiveness. Evidence must confirm that the issue no longer occurs. Verification may include monitoring defect rate reduction, reviewing updated control plans, conducting a follow-up audit, performing statistical analysis to confirm stability, receiving customer confirmation of improved performance. If PPM drops from 2,000 to 50 and remains stable for 3 months, verification is successful. Verification is what separates real improvement from cosmetic correction. Closure is formal and documented. A SCAR is closed only when the root cause is validated, corrective actions are fully implemented, effectiveness is objectively proven, documentation is complete. Closure may include final SCAR report, evidence archive, lessons learned update, FMEA revision, control plan update. A properly closed SCAR strengthens the system. It does not simply fix a defect. This structured lifecycle transforms isolated problems into systemic improvement. It protects your organization, strengthens supplier performance, and builds long-term quality stability. In practice, corrective actions within a SCAR are often managed using structured problem-solving frameworks, most commonly 8D and DMAIC. 8D, 8 disciplines, is a structured team-based method. It guides suppliers through defining the problem, implementing containment, identifying root cause, defining corrective actions, validating effectiveness, and preventing recurrence. It is widely used in automotive and manufacturing environments. DMAIC, define, measure, analyze, improve, control, is a data-driven improvement methodology from Lean Six Sigma. It is particularly effective when issues require statistical analysis and long-term process optimization. The SCAR defines the obligation to correct. Frameworks like 8D or DMAIC ensure the correction is structured, verified, and sustainable. A SCAR is only as strong as its root cause analysis. To identify the true systemic cause, suppliers use structured analytical tools. The most common are 5 Whys, Fishbone diagram, and structured brainstorming. Let's apply them to our case: recurring scratches on delivered components. Step 1. Define the problem. Start with a clear statement. Customer reports recurring scratches on aluminum housing parts from batch 24A. Be specific. Avoid vague descriptions. Step 2. Ask why repeatedly. Why are there scratches? Parts are damaged during transport. Why? Parts move freely inside the packaging. Why? No internal separators. Why? Packaging specification was changed. Why? No formal approval process for packaging modifications. Each answer must be supported by evidence. Step 3. Define the real root cause. The root cause is not operator handling. It is a missing change control process for packaging changes. That is systemic. That prevents recurrence. The 5 Whys moves you from symptom to system. The Fishbone diagram structures possible causes visually. Step 1. Define the effect. Write clearly. Recurring scratches on aluminum housing parts. Place it at the head of the diagram. Step 2. Define cause categories. Select relevant categories. For example, method, material, man. These form the main branches. Step 3. Identify possible causes. Under method, packaging specification changed. No validation before implementation. Under material, no internal separators. Protective film too thin. Under man, operator unaware of packaging change. No final packaging inspection. The Fishbone explores all possibilities before narrowing down. Root cause analysis should not be done alone. gather cross-functional stakeholders, quality, production, logistics. First expand ideas without judgment, then narrow them using facts and data. Brainstorming prevents blind spots. Fishbone organizes thinking. 5 Whys drills down to the systemic cause. When these tools are used correctly, corrective actions become precise, evidence-based, and sustainable. That is what makes a SCAR effective. A SCAR is not about blame. It's about protecting your system, together with the supplier. When you issue a SCAR, the first step is clarity. Be precise about what you expect, the format, the deadline, the level of analysis. If expectations are vague, results will be vague. Then comes the investigation. When a supplier writes, "Operator retrained," pause. Ask, what changed in the process? How is it controlled now? How do we know it won't happen again? A professional SCAR always fixes the system, not just the symptom. Communication matters too. Stay factual, stay calm, stay structured. You are not fighting the supplier, you are managing risk. And if progress stalls, escalate, not emotionally, strategically. Finally, never close a SCAR just because the document looks complete. Close it when the data proves stability. Because a well-managed SCAR doesn't damage relationships. It builds stronger, more reliable suppliers. A SCAR does not end at closure. It must be monitored. Track recurrence rate. If issues return, the root cause wasn't fully eliminated. Monitor PPM trends and closure time. Performance should improve and stay stable. Update your control plan or FMEA. Lessons learned must strengthen the system. Use SCAR data for supplier development. SCAR is not only reactive. When monitored properly, it becomes strategic. Even experienced professionals make SCAR mistakes. The most common ones are using SCAR as punishment instead of improvement. SCAR should drive collaboration, not blame. Fixing the symptom, not the root cause. Replacing parts is not the same as solving the problem. Weak corrective actions. Operator retrained is not a system improvement, no effectiveness verification. If you don't measure results, you don't know if it worked. Poor communication with the supplier. Lack of clarity leads to repeated issues. A professional SCAR is structured, measured, and collaborative. A SCAR is not just a corrective action form. It is a structured way of working with suppliers to solve problems professionally, reduce risk, and strengthen performance. Used correctly, it transforms defects into long-term improvement. Not blame, but system reinforcement. Thank you for watching. Check out our other masterclasses for practical supply chain insights and subscribe to our channel for more.